Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started, my price of admission. Like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but you're all not sub yet. So let me help you by helping me out here and give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got those few seconds out the way. We don't do long intros here. Today's video, we're coming back to the entitled mother of four who really got into it with her baby father about McDonald's. Now, if you saw my video the other day, we reacted to her during my live stream here regarding her about him bringing food for one kid and not the other three kids that were not his. But you know what happened, guys? She came back with a rebuttal, a response to justifying why she is right here. So you know what I'm gonna do here? Just in case you guys missed the first video, it's very short. So I'm gonna play the first video first, and then we're gonna go into her response here. So let's get to the video, and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
And day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet.
Now, before we get started here, you can see how she was on red, all right? She was gassed up, and he's rolling on empty, pulling up here. She was already upset before he even showed up. Cameras already running here. So she's talking about she's gonna expose him. She had already ulterior motives. She had an agenda. Just wanna point that out here. He had no idea what's going on because he's driving, bringing food up here. So let's continue.
He don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is.
If you're exposing him, he's probably not bringing no food.
It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you want?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7.
I want you to hold on to that because I did react to this in my live stream and I missed some things. The reason why I want to do this video again to go to her rebuttal here. But what did she say here? I don't get my food stamps to the 7th. Lady, you ever thought about going to the kitchen and cooking? Hey, when times are hard, I had no problem boiling some hot dogs. I had no problem frying some bologna sandwiches and getting the other kids together here. Where are the other kids' dads? Why are they not bringing food or McDonald's for him here? Why you gotta rely on one baby daddy, unfortunately, to bring food for all? Okay, and it sounds like here, we'll get into it, that they're not even together. Let me point out for the detractors here who want to be on her side. If they were married, living together, and those were her stepkids, that is a different argument. They are not living together. They're obviously not together. He's dropping food off for the one child. So for anyone who wants to say that he should be dropping off to the other kids, he has no responsibility to them, A, and B, why don't we put it back on her saying that where are the other fathers? Plural. Let's continue.
Is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating no McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all.
Let me do this here now. Let me stop that point here to say, hey, you know what? I could understand that if you bring food and the other kids are hungry, that is a little bit messed up because the young ones eat and be like, I got McDonald's and I got fries here. So what we do here, bring the kid outside. Let him come down and spend time with his father here. Eat in the car because obviously he can't come in the house because you know it's gonna be arguments and fights here. Let him come outside. Let him spend time with his father. Let him eat his food with him. And then he goes back in so they don't gotta see him eating. That is logical. You guys are not getting along right now. So let the child enjoy his food. But you know what though? She wants to stand on principle and say that, hey, if everybody don't get food, nobody gets food. Let's continue.
If you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You
That's
sound
my-
dumb. You sound.
You know why that sounds dumb, y'all? I'm pausing a lot here to bring out some points here that people are missing here. Inflation is at an all-time high, almost highest in 40 years. Okay, we're at 8.5%, and we're gonna climb to 9 before this summer is out here. If you go to McDonald's, how much are extra value meals? All right, I was just there recently. Extra value meals where I'm at used to be $3.99 for a number two cheeseburger meal. You're paying $6.99 and $7 for extra value meals. Medium, not even the large upgrade, not in the super size. So let's take these numbers here. If you have 4 kids, and you're buying 4 extra value meals between $6 and $7 a pop, because they all going to have their own drink, they're all going to have their own fries, they're all going to have a 2 cheeseburger meal or a quarter pounder or a Big Mac, whatever it is, a McChicken sandwich, whatever the case may be. You're spending $30 minimum, and that's not including if he want to get something for himself here. Now, if he's coming over every other day, bringing food over, you think that he's going to be bringing $30 plus on McDonald's food for kids that's not even his? Think about that, y'all. Most of y'all are not going to McDonald's and spending $30 every time you go there. And she expecting him to do that every time he comes by for the youngest kid. Inflation is crazy, prices are high, and we need to look at the economics of what is happening here as well. So let's continue.
I'm dumb.
Where are their daddies at?
Yes,
Nobody
where their
told
daddies
them
at?
to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting?
You see, that's her argument. You know, he said that where are other fathers? She had no rebuttal for that. Only thing she's saying is, you bring for one, you got to bring for all. Because you know what? She knows she messed up. Them other daddies are Pookies and Ray Rays. That's why she didn't answer that question. She's went back to, you got to bring food for all.
One child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's.
So
You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
I thought the food stamps were on the 7th. She just said the 11th. We don't believe you no more. We can never believe you. When do you get your SNAP? And once again, if you don't have food stamps, what are you doing with your money? Okay, you're getting assistance, and at least one of the fathers is paying and helping with one of the kids. So what are you doing with your other money here that's coming in? Make that make sense. Can you provide to cook cheap meals? It's possible. McDonald's costs more than going to Aldi and buying groceries and cooking. Let's continue.
Yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing everybody.
You're
think
not
you such a
exposing anything. You're
good
exposing
daddy.
yourself.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb
his.
that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all
Listen,
then. He
you
can't
had-
take that.
Listen what you
He can't eat it.
See, this is how women think, guys. This is why we got to protect our seed and practice dick discipline. Yeah, she got other daddies by these kids here. These kids have fathers, but you know what though? She is the one that you want to provide. She don't want them Pookies and Ray Rays providing because you're the last one, and she thought that you could be Captain Save them and be able to be there for the other kids. A classic case of this here when she knows she done bad, she done wrong, and then she found the L7 dude. Let's just be honest here because he looks like I'm an L7. All right. And so the fact that she thought that, hey, here he is, he's going to take me as I am. He's going to provide. And now that he's gone and only want to take care of his kid, who the hell he think he is? Women who are entitled thinking that we should do everything regardless, not knowing the circumstance, not even looking at the circumstances of what's happening, how we look at it from a logical standpoint. Let's continue.
Maybe if you had one or two, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the you all like going to my mother account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kid siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kid siblings.
They my so that means
Yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't.
where's
No,
the-
I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly,
Every
but you
other
don't never
day.
bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your baby
Is it the 7th or the
Okay,
11th?
but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel like I feel the way about him eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the
Send him down
room.
to the car. He ain't even got. He ain't got to eat in front of
Yeah, bring him to the car.
Eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here.
Bro.
Give it here.
Kids,
Give it here.
You sound stupid.
Dumb. He ain't eating this. You.
Why the you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid. Thought I was finna take that today. Yeah, I had another thing for him today. No, he can't take it today.
Y'all see that? She's going to say, I had another thing for him. She really thinks that she's exposing him. In the beginning of the video, she said, everybody thinks that he's a good dad. I'm going to showcase he's not a good dad. She is mad that he's not a good dad to the other kids. It's kids that is not his responsibility. So in actuality, he probably is a good dad to the youngest, but she wants him to take me as I am and to take all four. You know what I'm saying? When women say, you know, I'm a package deal. That's just what is she coming out here trying to say here. So now I showcased the first video. That was the part that went viral, that hit the rounds. Every content creator's comment on that. So now she has a rebuttal. She has a response. So let's get into it.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids.
Hold on, before we get into the rest of her statement here, because it's very short. I see eyelashes, I see makeup done, and I see a long ass weave, wig, whatever the hell that is. My thing is, if you have financial problems and you're talking about my food stamps don't come in under the 7th or 11th, and you got all these kids and you don't even have the means to provide for them, why do you look like you have this expensive ass weave, all this hair in your head? Ladies, let me know how much this thing probably costs here. I'm not an expert on wigs or weaves here, but just by looking at this here, we know that the black community, black women, spending gangs of money on hair. So my thing is that, why are you paying for this hair here? That hair should be going to your kid's food. Yeah, I'm gonna judge and go there on that. So now that I see her first appearance, we see how she looks here. Now let's continue. We'll see what her statement says.
have 4 kids. You knew this situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course.
Let me pause here. You're going through a breakup? Family, YouTube. Okay, ladies, if you're going through a breakup and you're not married to him and he was never the stepfather, that's on you. The kids are going through a transition. You're going through a transition. That is on you. That is on you picking bad and doing bad in relationships. You over here picking the wrong Pookies and Ray Rays in the passage for the other kids. And now that the one who's actually providing is no longer in the picture, you're going to make it seem like it's all on him, that they got to go through a transition. And so he's got to go through the transition that he still got to keep providing like they're together. Here's how this works here, guys. I get it when they were dating and things were good and he came by. Yeah, he's probably bringing food over. But you know what, though? When you broken up, he has no ties to her. He has no responsibilities to her. On top of that, since they were never married, no alimony. Only thing he needs to do is be a father to his child. The other 3 kids are just collateral damage, honestly. I hate to say it like that. And what she needs to do is hold the other fathers accountable so they can take care of them and bring McDonald's, not just on him. Let's continue.
It's like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me You can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
Wow. That was her statement. That was her statement. She's standing on it, guys. They're not his kids, but if you can't bring for all, don't bring for none at all. So know what we need to say here. I hope this guy has seen this video. I hope he's seen my video and all the other content creators that reacted to his situation here. I hope that he does what he needs to do here. Stack up your coin, hire a lawyer, and get custody of your son. Because first of all, if she can't even feed the kids with the other 3 siblings are there, then that son does not need to be in that household with that mother. That mother is a deadbeat. Let's call it plain and simple what she is. If she cannot provide for her kids, and then the one father is coming in doing what he's supposed to do, saying he comes every other day, then she's a deadbeat to the other 3 kids. And she's a deadbeat to her son here as well. So the fact that she's coming out saying that he's being petty when we were together, it was all good. That's how it works, ladies. If you're in a relationship and then everything's good and you have a kid, yeah, a guy's gonna be coming through and providing. But when the relationship's over, he only has responsibility to that son. And hear her being entitled saying that she's gonna stand on it. If he comes by, he needs to bring food for everybody. Ladies, I hope you don't have this mentality. I hope you're not thinking that it has to be all or nothing. She would rather stand on principle and let her kids starve than let the youngest one be with the father and have that bonding time and let him provide and do what he needs to do here. So fellas, protect your seed. Practice dick discipline. Avoid women like this, these banshees, these wombats, these hood boogers, okay? Women who are showing you who they are without even hiding it. Multiple baby daddies by multiple kids and not married, and she's clearly not 30. So if you mess with her, all you gotta do is touch her and she's getting pregnant because how fertile she is. So we need to be mindful that these are the situations where we always say, marry before you carry. Find the right one so you don't have to put yourself in a situation where you're worried and fighting about why the other bad baby daddies ain't providing, fellas, because this is also on him as well. He chose bad in the beginning, so now he's got to deal with this woman for the rest of his kid's life while he's still involved. Even when he's done paying child support, he's still got to deal with her to some form of fashion because that is his kid's mother. So family, be careful who you deal with. Otherwise, your life will be a living hell. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. I want to know what you think about the original video, about her response, and what do you think about my commentary. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.